Within a matter of weeks, this program has locked down a new National Women's Soccer League team, and now you guys have also hired a head coach. As a general manager, what has this process been like, and how relieving is it to just be one step further?
It is a relief, especially when you hire someone the quality of Laura. Obviously, what she's done in the league already, the knowledge of the league, and just her general knowledge of the game internationally and domestically. It is nice to hire a coach like that has the knowledge and also wants to play the game that as a club we want to play. We want the ball on the ground. She loves to build. She likes the game, call it small as opposed to long and over the top. So we mesh in a lot of really, really good ways. And from an organizational standpoint, my group couldn't be happier to make this hire and start moving on with the roster and also the supporting staff.
Laura resigned from Seattle about a week before you guys announced acquiring a new team. When did you start the discussion with her of recruiting her, and how has this opportunity been so enticing?
Yeah, I think the timeline is actually quite interesting because we read the same articles everyone else did. We really genuinely came into this discussion a week after she stepped down in Seattle, and we were following along just like everyone else. Obviously there were some other endeavors that were in her path that didn't come to fruition, which to our benefit, kind of played into the timeline of us hiring her, which was fantastic. All of that is in sports and just in life in general. Timing is everything, and for us, had we come in a week earlier, this wouldn't be happening. So, all these phone calls just kind of add up to the right fit and the right situation for us.
Harvey's accomplishments in only 15 years as a coach precedes her. I mean, multiple Coach of the Year awards across different leagues and different organizations, as well as leading teams to titles, cups, and 2 NWSL shields. Which accomplishment, if one, stood out to you?
No one accomplishment stands out. When you get far enough along in coaching and in sports, and you have a resume that reads not only in lines but in pages as hers does, you kind of tick boxes as you go, but you stack all of those things on top of each other. And if you're a player and you're thinking about the style of play or your personal development or your personal endeavors within the game, this is a coach that makes sense for every single person. The way she works, she's intense. She fits everything about our organization in terms of relentless, tireless effort in scouting opponents, preparing her own team, and then the way she approaches the game, the way she prepares her players is second to none.
You've mentioned multiple times how important having a women's team here was to you and how important women's equality was because of your daughter. What qualities does Laura have that not only will make her a good head coach, but also a good role model?
All successful head coaches share a lot of things in common. One is confidence, and confidence is something that is innately shared with players and with staff. You don't have to tell someone you're confident. It's an exemplary thing and nature for her. She just goes about her business in a way that everyone around her understands. They're going to have the ability to get better. She's going to help them improve at whatever it is they do. And that in and of itself is something that all great coaches possess.
Having started in this league with a new team, she's already been through this process before, so how much say will she have in getting this new team locked down before the preseason begins?
Oh, we will rely on her a lot. Her knowledge of every single player, their nuances, their traits, their weaknesses, their strength, it goes on and on through the NWSL as well as internationally. So we'll be heavily reliant on her knowledge of the game as well as her assistance. There's no ego here. It's very collective. We're an organization that preaches a lot of different things, and one of them is collective thought and process. Nothing will be different here than on the men's side. Everyone's opinion will be taken into consideration. There's no ego-driven decision-making here. No one needs to be a step higher or a rung higher on the ladder. This is going to be a fun process, and it's already started.
What are your overall expectations going to be for Coach Harvey?
My expectations don't really matter. Deloy's expectations are win at everything. He'll give us a grace period here of about 3 to 4 months, and then the expectations will come back. Success is something that we understand the way we run our organization, the way we align with our coaching staff, the way we work hand in hand with our coaching staffs is, the expectation is set from us, to be honest. We expect to be successful, and success in sports is wins. And so that's the measuring stick we'll strive for.
And I guess the final question, and maybe the most anticipated one, when does she get here?
Ooh, that's a good question. She'll be here very soon. She'll be in market. She'll be in market this week and ready, for the media and all the blast that's about to come at her. But she's well prepared. We've spoken over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, several times. She's spoken with multiple sources in our organization, and she's well versed and well prepared for what's about to come. And to be honest with you, I know she's excited just to get down here, get in market, and get this thing going, because she wants to get the roster put together as well.